Hi, let me just send this to people if that's okay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm
I'm sorry for
super
being a little late.
excited
I'm
to have
excited
a
too.
conversation, definitely to kind of chop it up with you. Oh my gosh, how are you doing, beautiful?
I'm doing all right. I just got off of work, so how was
Girl,
your day?
girl, I know that life. It was good. I'm super excited. Like it was just, Thursdays are my favorite day because I love really just having these one-to-one conversations,
Mhm.
really just kind of digging into, the music and really getting to know you as an artist.
Okay.
So for those who are coming in, welcome, welcome. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. So
Okay.
guys, welcome to our new season of Indie Talks. And every Thursday, we have the opportunity to talk to some of the most amazing creatives, artists that is doing a thing in this industry. And I have the beautiful, okay, and it is Hispanic Heritage Month. So first of all, I want to give
Oh,
you your your kudos to your
thank you.
heritage.
Thank
And
you.
we have the beautiful Ruby Sierra here in the building with us. What's
Hey,
going
hey
on?
everybody.
Yes, yes, welcome. So listen, if you listen, you just coming in. If you wasn't hearing the TikTok single, okay, please, 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 please go support this beautiful artist. Just don't stream it, download it, purchase it. Okay, listen,
Period.
I'm purchasing new music all the time. Okay, my credit card is over me.
Aw. I love that.
So let's get into this. So first of
Mhm.
all, talk about you getting into the music industry and just get starting with music because say you I know you took a hiatus, but kind of talk about you really digging into saying like, oh, this is it.
Mhm. So music is something that comes naturally to me. Like I just, when I'm sad, I sing in the shower, or I'll do my own thing. I write my feelings down. It's like therapy for the
Hmm.
day. Um, Getting into the music industry, if I'm gonna be honest, is it's a little scary because it's a lot that you have to
Right.
learn. It's a lot of personalities. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of shadiness. But then there's
Yeah.
also people who really love it as well, and there's people who like that's their life. So I'm not in there all the way where it's my life and I'm getting
Hmm.
money from it all the time, but I would still want that for me.
Right. Right. Now, talk about the very moment where you realized that your musical journey was something that was very important to you. What was that pivotal moment for you?
I think it's a feeling. I
Hmm.
think I think we all have moments in our lives where where we don't feel like we're doing enough,
Hmm.
and I get that sometimes. But when I'm doing my music, I feel complete. I feel
Hmm.
successful, even if I'm only getting such amount of listeners. I still feel like I touched someone, and people hit me up all the time. They're like, "Yo, you're amazing. Like you're gonna make it. Like you're awesome." And like that makes me happy. That makes me feel successful. So that is the feeling that it gives me.
Like,
That
you definitely reach someone because
yeah,
some
yeah,
definitely, yeah,
and
I
that's
totally
enough
get it.
for me. That's so good for
Yes,
me.
I love that. Now, I kind of talk about, obviously, we do know that you are of Hispanic background. Talk about the influence that your culture have into we're going to your music because, with the TikTok song, you have a little bit of a Caribbean feel, a
Hmm.
little
Hmm.
Afrobeat sound.
Yeah,
And then, of course, we do have your R&B single as well, which we're all going to get
yeah.
into that music, Lonely as well. So kind of
Hmm.
talk about how your background influences you and your
Hmm.
pursuance of music.
Um, I think it's my background, of course, what I listen to at home, or my mom would play, what my siblings would play. I think also being a Puerto Rican girl at home, living in Brooklyn, New York. Where you from? I don't even know where you're from. Where you
I'm
at?
in Queens,
Oh, you
boo.
okay? Oh, even better. I feel like Queens and Brooklyn is, sort of the same. Like it's so mix of the culture, like
Hmm.
and I was just watching a video the other day, and they were talking about like how um, Puerto Ricans and blacks together made hip hop and just everything, like from the Caribbean side to the hip hop to the R&B,
It started in the
like.
Bronx.
It's I don't know. I'm grateful to be Puerto Rican living in New York and
Hmm.
having you know, my family in Puerto Rico, they are in bands, they play instruments. So I come from a bloodline of people who do music, who's into music, and me living here, I know English and Spanish, so I feel blessed to be able to tap into other things, you know, and I do it so well. Like the TikTok, the Afro beat, like it was awesome. Like I don't know, just I wrote that really quick, and I have another Afro beat song that's fire, and I wrote that in like 2 days, which I feel like was really good for me, you know. And it sounds good. It sounds good, and
you flowed on it. You flowed on it, okay. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. In the meantime, talk about, because I know you said that, you know, you're not at the point where you know you would love to be in the industry, but it is the journey that you're taking. Right. What is the scariest part about really digging into this journey?
It's a couple scary things.
Okay.
I don't know. Should I be dishonest?
Listen, be honest.
I think one of the scariest things is probably doubt. Will I ever get there? Maybe.
You will.
Even though I know that I will.
Yeah,
I know that I will.
will.
Like, you know, we all have these moments where it's just like, damn, like, what am I doing? Like, it's taking so long. But it's, you know, God's plan. And I know that it's going to be trials and tribulation that's going to test me. Another scary thing, I won't lose myself. I have people around me who keep me centered and remind me of who I am. And I'm really humble and I'm real honest, and I don't want to forget. There we go. I don't want to forget.
I love.
So that's the scary thing. And I just want positive people around me, good people around me. I'm scared to get stabbed in the back, I guess.
Listen, I hear you, because it can be a crazy world when it comes. I worked in it for years. And the one thing that I've always said, I say, I want an atmosphere where I can be, you know, create an atmosphere where artists can be, we can just, no fakeness, if I can, if I can say it. Just like, no, don't be fake. Like, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you, like, if it's good, if it's bad, you know, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it saying, lady, let's meet up. No, it's a no for me right now. Yeah. But, you know, I'm just, you know, that's just a hard person. And I really wish like it would be more of that century, but it's years of that. And then, you know what? It's a blessing when you can say like you really have people in your corner that can keep you grounded and who will be really transparent with you in time.
Yeah.
I think that's,
you said it better
really
than me. Dope. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. And speaking of like people that's there in your corner that keep you grounded, let's talk about trends, because, you know, I know you were talking about Afrobeats a little bit, whether if it's musical trends or whether if it's just, you know, everyday trend, something that's happening. There's always something going viral, right? What's up next? How do you kind of be in position enough to not fall into trends, to be being true to yourself?
So I think trends are important because, you know, you want to go viral or you want to be in the know of what's going on or whatever. But I go with what I feel. Like if I feel like that's not me to do that, I'm not going to do that. If I feel uncomfortable doing it, I'm not going to do it. I have people around me who be like, oh, you know, this person is really successful doing this, you know, or, you know, people share ideas.
Right.
Me and my team, we share ideas. And I might see someone who inspires me, a singer or rapper or whatever. And I might be like, okay, that works for her. Like, maybe let me find something similar that might work for me. But I try not to really like be too much out of people's business. I kind of just go with what works for me.
Okay, listen, that's that. You only can do what works for you, because I know, like, I had a conversation the other day, like with a couple of friends, and we was just talking about like how sampling was like a big thing as of right now, and it's just like everything, like you know, we had all different types of point of views, and you know, people were just like, you know, I wouldn't sample because you know it's just too much clapping. Is everybody's on it. But I was like, if you think about it, you know, 70s, 80s, 60s, any type of style of music, they all been sampled. It's all in rotation. So while I have you, while I have you, what is your thoughts and what your feels in regards to sampling? And is that something you feel like, you know what, there's someone's song or track I want to be able to like recreate in my own way?
I don't think sampling is the bad thing. I guess it depends on who you are, you know. Definitely older music got a vibe that the newer music don't have, you know. It's the energy, like my song Lonely. I don't know if we was gonna get to it, but it
We can go
samples Janet Jackson's
we can go
"Lonely."
into I was about to go to the next thing. We can get into
Yeah.
it.
So it sampled Janet Jackson's "Lonely," and like we don't hear stuff like that no more. And I mean,
Right.
I feel like if she hears the song, when she hears the song, she's gonna like it. It's like a newer, more of this generation's take on "Lonely," I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not against sampling. How do you feel about sampling?
Listen, I say this. Now, it has to be the right fit. It has to make sense. And that's how I feel with sampling.
Right.
Now, I wanted to get into your track "Lonely" because I felt like that was a perfect fit in the sense of Janet Jackson, the R&B, the way the melodics went on, like it's the production, the sound, like it was a good fit in the way that the twist of it, with the writing and the way that it kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my goodness. It gave, just like you said, it gave a stamp for this time in this generation, but it didn't overdo or take away from what the feel or what the original was and what it was created for. Like I said, I have no problems with sampling. I think that it has to make sense with the artist that's doing it. Because everything, I get it. Some people try to change it up and make it fast or
right.
put
they don't do it right. But
and
sometimes
I think that's
like paying homage, paying homage to the artist that came
go.
before
you.
you.
Like
she paved the way, and I love what she did. So let me just put my little spin on it.
Yes. But I thought it was definitely hands down a perfect mix and to be able to kind of introduce it to more of a younger generation. Because obviously you got to think about it. They look at it and they're like, oh, where's this sound? And then when you start telling them, like, oh, this is what came from 90s sensation, Janet Jackson, and things like that. Like, this song came out in the early 2000s.
Right.
Okay. So yes, I kudos to you for doing it and doing it right.
Thank you. I had one of my friends leave a comment on my video, and I happened to see, and she was like, "This, if you're gonna sample a song, this is how you do it." And I felt that. I love that. I love that for me.
It's given you did it right.
Thank you.
So I want you to elaborate and talk about, because obviously as a songwriter and you really, like you said, you go with the feeling. Talk about you balancing and, being this creative, this writer, this person that's in tune with the music and understanding where direction you want to go into. Talk about that and balancing your personal life, because I know before you jumped on, you said you got up for work and everything like that. So kind of get into that and where you find that peace, that balance, that understanding just for yourself between you as a person and then you as the creative.
I feel like you kind of just got to do it. Like I had a rough day at work today, but I still got to come on here, and this is my other job.
Right.
This is what I really want to do. So I have to show a face. I have to be prepared. I have to, know how to balance it. It's just like being a mom. Like I'm not going to go to work and be a mom. I have to separate the two, It's still in me. Like if I see somebody who needs something, I'm going to be a mom to them or whatever. But, it's just something that you got to turn on and off. I guess over time, I got better at it. And I just got to push shit out the way that's not important. That other things are not important. This is important. Talking to you is important. Talking to people that are here is important. Getting my stuff out there is important.
And we got to step out with the good face on.
Right. I had to throw on my makeup, do my hair, take on some lashes, a drink to calm down.
Girl. Let me tell you, yes, I know, and it'd be difficult because I totally feel you when I say today was a long day. This week was a long week so
it's
far.
Thursday. And it's only Thursday. It ain't over.
And you know what? It's a blessing because I love these conversations. And I love to I love the vibe because I love just even though it's like you're in Brooklyn, I'm in Queens, but I can just feel the energy through the phone, so it feels good just to be able to kind of dig into what you are passionate about, and this is truly your passion, and this is your industry, and this is your mode. You're gonna keep doing your thing, okay?
Thank you. No, thank you for having me and having a conversation.
Of course. Listen, we got a couple of things, and next time we have our on an event, we got you. We do a couple of events in Brooklyn, and we get ready to do some open mics and things like that. So definitely keep you posted.
I'm there.
First of all,
Mm-hmm.
With TikTok. So we're gonna go talk about, because obviously we opened it up. We kind of touch base a little bit about the Afro beats. I want you to kind of dig into this. Like, now, you have an upcoming project coming up?
Not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now.
In the sense of TikTok with the
mm-hmm.
Afrobeat sound, what direction do you feel yourself going in when you're getting ready to develop your project?
So when I do the project, you mean?
Yes.
Like, I think for the project, it'll be a mixture. Like, it's gonna have another Afrobeat song that I already have.
Okay.
It'll have R&B. It might have some Spanish reggaeton on it. It's not just gonna be Afrobeat or just R&B. I feel like I'm versatile. I could do a little bit of everything. So that's what
reggaeton. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
That's what my project I feel like would be. I feel like it might be just a couple songs just to put out there, and each one is going to sound so different and so good, because even Lonely and TikTok, they're so different.
Yes.
But I killed both of them.
So that's which one resonates with you the most, though?
It depends. It depends on my mood. Like, when I'm out with my friends and I'm chilling, I'm on TikTok vibe. And when I'm in the house and I'm in my feelings, I'm lonely.
I'm in my feelings.
I'm on Lonely. But no, I love both of them. If I had to pick one, I love Lonely. Lonely was my first song that I feel like I was super proud of, because I wrote it so good. I sung it how I had it in my head. Like, that was probably my moment. I feel like you asked me a question like that, but like, when was your moment? And that was definitely a moment for me, because that was a song that I shared with people after I recorded it, and everybody was like, nah, like, you got to do this. Like, this is not a game. Like, what are you doing here? Like, even in my job, people be like, what are you doing here? Like, you don't belong here. You don't look like you belong here. You don't sound like you belong here. So, yeah.
Like, look, I already know I don't belong here, because I'm going to go to a different level. It's okay. Right, thank you for confirmation.
Right. Nah, I do be feeling like that. Like, I like hearing things like that, because sometimes, I just be going day by day, being a parent, going to work, and, I could sometimes get distracted. But when I hear stuff like that, it reminds me of the bigger goal.
Exactly what you're doing it for. Got you. Now, talk about, I know you said that you previously, before you talk about being surrounded by great people. Now, in the mix, when you're in the studio, you're making the music, talk about, getting you a good team, like producers and, other co-writers or features or anything like that. Talk about that process for yourself. Cause, like, what should someone who wants to work with you know about you and how you be able to work?
I like to be in a studio by myself. I don't like too many people. Just because I don't want any distractions. I have me at my tea. I have the music playing. I feel like when I was younger and I was writing before, I don't know, I guess because rappers don't have writers, I was like, I can write my own shit. But as I went to different studios and I worked with different people, there's a lot of good writers, and collabing and just having good energy.
Yes.
Coming in the room with good energy, positive energy, having beats playing. Sitting down, bouncing ideas off of each other. I've had really good sessions where I'll sit down with somebody and, I'll write a line, they'll write a line. They'll ask me like, oh, we'll talk about something. We'll talk about what's the mood, what's the vibe, and play some beats. And I guess I want to work with different people. I want to work with all types of producers and songwriters and other artists. Like, I never really say no. I'm willing to do it as long as you're good. If I hear something and I feel like you're good, then we sound good together.
Who's on your manifestation list that you trying to work with? You can drop a name or two.
I love R&B. I feel like as much as I could do like Afro beats and reggaeton and all this other stuff, I love R&B. I love SZA. I love Geneus. I like Summer Walker. But because I'm from New York,
that your voice and Geneus, that might be a good.
Yeah, I feel like Geneus inspired me a lot.
A good mix.
Yeah,
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. I'd like that for me too one day.
Yes. All right. Now, the one other thing I want to get into as well, so is that we do have a lot of independent artists that do follow us, do reach out to us. as you starting this journey, what encouraging words can you provide to other artists who is either just starting out like yourself, or who feels like they're at their back is against the wall, whether or not they still want to continue? What encouraging words can you provide as you're going through this as well?
I guess I would just say stick to yourself. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like whenever I go through moments like that, I'll come back to myself. I feel like sometimes we get doubtful, or we feel like I don't know if I want to do this, because our mind is like on the outside world. Mm-hmm. But for me, like when I come back home and I'm in my bed, or I'm around people who support me, I come back to myself. I come back to my goals and what I want. So I would just say stick around people who do music. If you want to do music, like be around them, be inspired. Don't really listen to outside voices. Do what makes you happy. Stay creative. Listen to music. Listen to people who inspire you. Read a book. Watch a video. These are things that I do whenever I feel like, I'm losing touch with myself.
Got you. Got you. And it's always good to kind of, I like that, kind of come back to yourself, because it makes me think of, what's the reason why I really started in the first place? Because sometimes we lose touch with that, like why I really started. So saying that to really come back to yourself to kind of get you back on track is really good, and a really good thought.
Yeah. And one more thing, I feel like it don't really matter, like how I said earlier, the 1 or 2, 3 compliments, 4 compliments that I get from people, which I'm sure you get to, which I'm sure these other artists get to, like, they matter. The people who's watching matter. Like, of course, who doesn't want to be in front of millions of people? Like, of course, I want to be on the stage in front of a lot of people, and I know that God's plan one day is going to happen. But like, I've enjoyed the journey. Like, I feel like right now I'm enjoying this journey. I'm learning so much in my personal life and my music life. Like, it's sometimes you gotta go through some shit that's gonna push you back against the wall. That's gonna make you be like, don't really know if this is it. But it's just a test.
That part.
How bad do you really want it?
That part. And I know you said that you like Geneus, you like SZA, but who's even it can be even locally. Who's your top 5 artists that you kind of you vibing out to right now?
All right, if I go to my iTunes right now on my phone, it would be SZA. It would be a lot of Spanish music. It would be like Bad Bunny and Karol G.
Okay.
Locally, I feel like if I did some New York shit, I would probably want to do like a Boogie or Cardi. I work with a lot of like rappers like Cortez, Rose Rome, Big K. Those are local. These are my New York, people that I feel like a lot of people don't really know that I got features with these people, and they just haven't dropped yet. But it's a lot mixed in there.
Listen, I like it. Listen, I definitely got to keep us in touch here. And now, as far as any performances, I know you say you got some features that are coming up. Do you have any performances that are what's happening?
Yes, I have a performance this weekend. I have a performance in Brooklyn. I don't even have the address right now, but it's in Brooklyn. I don't know if Bianca's on here. She could put the address on there. Okay. It's in Brooklyn. It's this weekend. And if you're on here and you live in New York, like, you should come. You should come and see me, because after that I'm leaving. I'm going to Puerto Rico. So come see me before I leave.
Okay. Yeah, when we get done, shoot me the information so I can tap in with you, because I know I have there's another indie event that's happening in Long Island. I'm gonna shoot to that, and then I can definitely make it to BK to be able to see you. I would love that. I want to meet you. Listen, I keep my word. I'll come through. I'm excited. All right. So, and before first of all, once again, thank you so much. Shout out to Bentley Records, Bentley PR, I'm sorry, for allowing this connection, allowing you to be able to be here and be on this platform. I mean, it was just an amazing, I love conversations like this, just to be able to open up, just to be able to have that very relaxing talk. As you continue to go through this journey, and as you continue to build yourself as an artist, as a songwriter, and as whatever else that you feel that you're going to tap into in these industries, talk about the legacy you want to build and leave
the legacy that I want to build and
Yes.
leave. I guess I just want to do everything. I don't want to just be remembered as Ruby the singer. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's happening. But, you know, I also sell clothes and like I want to do that. Like, I want to tap into fashion. I want to tap into art and fragrances because I love hygiene. Like, I love smelling good. I love people that smell good.
Yes.
So I guess if I leave a legacy behind, it'll be just someone who is, you know, a little bit into everything, like not just music. I don't really know what it would be right now because those doors haven't opened for me yet, but not just music.
But you have the vision. You see
Mm-hmm.
it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where it starts.
Yeah.
I love it. So definitely, guys, listen, for everybody that is on here, for those who are going to see this, once again, it is Ruby Sierra. She has a wonderful, wonderful singles. TikTok, all right,
Thank
and
you.
also Lonely. Once again, do not just hit the download to stream. Please make sure you're going to purchase these titles, these tracks. They are amazing, hands down. This is she's a beautiful spirit,
Thank
and she does
you.
amazing on these tracks. So definitely, and the pin game is crazy. So you know, you definitely
Yes.
tap in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. It's
So
on
I
all
want to
streaming
thank you for definitely
platforms.
coming through tonight, for speaking with us. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you.
I did put your ad there. So guys, if you're not tapped in with Ruby Sierra, please make sure you go in. All you got to do is just hit the tap and then go ahead and follow. All right. For those who are not following Geneus or Us, please make sure you tap in every Thursday night. We started our new season. We are here talking to some amazing, dope artists and creatives. Okay. We got you. All right. So Ruby, I want to say thank you once again for being here with us, and definitely let
Thank
us
you
know
for
your music.
having me.
Listen, we are here. We are supporters. So please let us know once you drop that new single. Let us know. We'll put you up on our feature. All right. All right. Well, thank you so much, mamas, and have a good night.
You too. Good night. Bye.
Ah man, listen, I love it. I love it. Please definitely, once again, like I said, tap in with Ruby Sierra. I mean, just amazing. It was amazing just to have this conversation. But guys, if you came in a little late, don't worry. You can always go to our YouTube channel. So this episode will be up by tomorrow. You can be able to check out, you know, the conversation. It was good. It was dope. It was flowing. You know, I'm hoping, you know, don't forget, send me the information for where you're going to be at this weekend, and I got you, love. I'll be there. All right. So guys, once again, thank you so much for tuning in tonight with me. Of course, my beautiful co-host Danielle could not be with us, but listen, tap in with us next week. We have an amazing another interview coming up.